But tonight, some work at the National Weather Service is impacted by the shutdown, and right now is an important time for forecasters.
Channel 5's Cecilia Gutierrez explains as the shutdown continues, time is ticking away on how they and you could be ready for hurricane season.
Hurricane season runs from June 1st through November 30th. Much of the critical preparation for these storms happens now, or at least it should be. Ralph Reyna knows it's never too early to start preparing for hurricane season.
It's already coming up on us now, right? Pretty soon.
Reyna's lived on this street in Harlingen since the 90s and found out after Hurricane Dolly that preparation is key.
We had a lot of wind damage, a lot of high water. I mean, it was constant wind and rain all night. I remember. I mean, we had tree branches down, and we don't want that happening again. And that's because Dolly was just, a Category 1?
Reyna now relies on the National Hurricane Center and the NWS to keep him updated on the coming hurricane season. But the government shutdown could have negative consequences on how well Reyna prepares this year.
Well, that's not good. That's not good for anybody. That's not good for anybody down here.
National Hurricane Center Union Steward and Hurricane Specialist Eric Blake says when the tropics are calm, researchers analyze weather models and dive into data, or at least they should be.
The shutdown is hitting our weather modeling personnel very hard.
A lot of that personnel has been furloughed. He says this can have huge impacts on the valley because this is the time of year where hurricane preparedness is key.
This is the time of the year where we would be working on changes that would improve things for the next season. During the season, we really keep things the same. We don't move. We don't want to change anything around.
Day-to-day forecasting operations continue as normal. Important trainings for the upcoming season are canceled, and key improvements are put on pause.
We're here, but all of the normal stuff that we'd be doing if the weather was quiet, we can't do.
Blake says every couple of days they lose another advancement for next year. And Blake tells us day-to-day forecasting is still the same, but the folks at the National Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center will have a lot of catching up to do once the shutdown ends. In the studio, Cecilia Gutierrez, Channel 5 News at 6.
Well, across